So we're gonna do this again. Sorry for the delay. Had to go tend to some family issues. But back on deck. Live on stage. Live on stage. So I'm doing my invites. Then we're gonna talk about a couple of things that's going on. This should heat. It's gonna heat up. Okay, so we already know that the Senate Oversight Committee has decided to investigate Joe Biden for his associations with his son's business dealings. What's up, fam? Y'all doing? Peace to people across the land. Now, tomorrow, there's going to be a court ruling on a writ of certiorari to determine if they're going to proceed with overturning the 2020 elections. So we looking for that. That's supposed to be ruled on tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving. Funny how time fly. The most shit change, the most shit stay the same. So the Thanksgiving was our harvest, the successful harvest celebration right before winter. Black Friday was the day they started slaughtering our asses because they caught us before day in the morning high off motherfucking marijuana, alcohol, and tryptophan turkey and start murdering us in our sleep. And that began the long, dark path to get us to where we at today. We trusted the wrong motherfuckers. We put the skin in front of the heart. Don't trust no motherfucker because of their skin. Where they heart at? Where they motherfucking loyalties lie? Where they heart at? How do they support you? Do they be backbiting? They trying to bully you while you do what you do because they want you to do what you do the way they tell you to do it. Like, that don't work like that, right? To give help is to give aid and assistance in order to support the accomplishment of the agenda. If you can't give the aid and assistance, then get the fuck out of the way. That's not being helpful at that point. You becoming an obstacle, right? So you got people see you doing the work. They know that the work is toilsome and harsh, and they still won't stop doing dumb shit. Look, I got a whole bunch of people inboxing me a YouTube video that I still have not had an opportunity to watch. But they all keep saying the same thing, that they was putting the original people out. From what I gather, they was renting. They went to court for eviction, and then the sheriff showed up to serve the eviction and remove them from the premises. The only person that can interfere with an eviction is one who has a document called the holder in due course. If you're not holder in due course of said property, then you operating on what's called a lease agreement. Whether it's a knowing or unknowing lease agreement. You think because you bought a house and the house sitting on the land that you bought all of that, but you didn't. You only bought the house that sit on top of it. The land, somebody is holder in due course to the land that the house is on. Right? And this is the document that's the true owner of the property. You think you own your car because you got the title. The title is not a motherfucking ownership holder in due course. The true ownership of the vehicle is not conveyed through the title. The title is a bearer bond. It's an insurance bond on you navigating the motherfucking the rivers are called the highways and byways, the river system that they set in place as the highways and byways, right? And so when you on this river system, you have to have a bond. You got to have a service bond that's anything happened, then the materials that you transporting for the crown is then bonded, it's insured, right? That's all that a car registration is, or the car title. It's the bond, it's the insurance bond on the vehicle, and you have a right to hold a copy of the bond in order to show that you purchased the user's right to this property that belongs to General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, Mercedes-Benz. They still own that shit. Just cause you don't have what we call true bill of sale. It's supposed to read at the top, true bill of sale, transfer of property from the Ford Motor Company, whatever it is, to transfer of property. There is no transferring instrument. So you don't own that shit. You leasing all of the shit you think you own except your drawers. The only thing they can't motherfucking lease to you is food and clothes, right? Because clothes can be bartered and traded under the radar, right? You can shift that shit around and move it. You can give hand-me-downs to motherfuckers that ain't got nothing. So they can't bind you to the clothing, and they can't bind you with the food. Food is perishable. I don't give a fuck if you got staple foods that sit on the shelf for prolonged periods of time, or if you got military packets, right? The food is still perishable. Some things last longer than others. But anything of size, right? They let you own the refrigerator. They'll let you own the motherfucking washer and dryer. They'll let you own the motherfucker. You don't even own the motorcycles. You don't own the motorcycles and the four-wheelers that you getting the certification from. Right? The entire system is set up for you to never own shit. Everything is a deceptive means to keep you subjugated and oppressed. That's just the bottom line. That's the way the cookie crumble. They didn't design nothing that's supposed to free you, and the only way to be free of the fraud is to abandon the contract that the fraud is rooted in. You have to turn your back on the contract, go back to your original ways. Because not until the organic people of the land revert back to their original ways can we remove the imposters from the land. You can't poke a mean bear with a sharp stick and don't expect that motherfucker to maul your ass. These people is not playing with us. And we playing with them. We poking them with sharp stick. We tickling their testicles and shit. And don't expect the motherfuckers to do nothing. We testing a gangster, but we ain't organized enough for them to test ours because we can't appropriately respond because everybody out for self. Everybody out for self. You got these niggas trying to gather up all the bitches he can and put them all together, and he can't even control his own goddamn self. Insane. Insane. No self-control, but you want 50 women. Insane. That shit crazy. You want to set up a community with a bunch of dysfunctional motherfuckers, all of them talking about, we gonna do it my way. And all of them got a different opinion about how to do it. You can't never get that shit. Nigga me. That's goddamn right. Nigga me. So, y'all don't know how to organize. Motherfuckers is too in their ego. They too filled with pride in order to be able to come together. They can't even put together the petty beefs that they got in their own personal family for the betterment of the collective of the family. And then we supposed to be ready to receive our shit. We dysfunctional than a motherfucker. And I ain't leaving me out because I'm part of who we are. I ain't separate. Ain't no big eyes and no little U's in this shit. That don't make me no better than damn motherfucker I'm talking about. And it don't make me no worse either. Because if the people want to know how to do the shit, I tell them. But I ain't going to make them. I ain't going to force it down their throat. I ain't going to go door to door trying to sell that shit like cookies. But I put the information out in the public domain free for any motherfucker who want free. But if you don't understand the fact that they didn't gave everything back, but you got to organize and mobilize in order to start receiving God's gift to humanity. Big Mama and motherfucking serve these motherfuckers, and we don't want to do our part. We want to put other motherfuckers in jeopardy, right? And then still not perform the function required of us to show that we not imbeciles in law. You can't tell a motherfucker you an adult and then you want to go do little kid shit and don't expect the consequence. When adults do what kids do, there's consequences that's worse than it would have been if you was a child. 5-year-old's supposed to get away with way more than a 25-year-old, a 30-year-old. These motherfuckers is all up in their 50s and shit. Supposed to be the elders of community, and they still got these motherfucking ego-centered views of the world that doesn't have any motherfucking accomplishing qualities to their program. Your program has to be laid out. It has to be functional and workable no matter where you drop that motherfucker. Whether it's in Watts, New York, whether it's in Miami, whether it's in Chicago, New Orleans, whether you take that shit on the road to Tokyo, Johannesburg, London, motherfucking Shanghai, and motherfucking anywhere else you want to take it, the plans still have to be functional and workable. You can't just jump up in the middle of a motherfucking 500-year-old fight and expect the enemy to all of a sudden to realize you won. You gotta first mobilize, motherfucker. Organize. Get the motherfucking word off the street. Go talk to the gangbangers on their block. But y'all won't do that. Y'all want to put yourself in harm's way and then expect us to be able to instantly solve the problem. You can't wait till the house burning down and then call me from the other side of the goddamn country with no motherfucking preconceived knowledge of what's taking place and think that I'm going to be effective. I'm not going to participate because there's not enough information for me to be able to jump into this shit and tell you what to do next. Because I don't know what you already did. I don't know how you did your notifications. I don't know what you did. But I can't fix it from here. Right? I don't know what happened. How the fuck I'm supposed to just come in out of the dark and just know what's going on and fix that shit? It don't work like that. There's no lawyer on earth that'll take a case on that short of notice right now. Stop this instance from taking place. You have to have a working and functional communication with the people with the power before you start making power moves. You have to set your network up so that when you stand on your motherfucking shit, you in the right. You're not in the right if you're not holder in due course. That's a property, that's the highest property ownership. Holder in due course in law. They system is falling, but y'all still want to go participating in this bullshit. And as long as y'all keep participating in there, that's what make this motherfucking shit keep fucking up. We gotta come to a general consensus though. Like individually, yeah, I know who the fuck I am. I could tell you who I was for the last 5 lifetimes in a row. But what I can't do is get everybody to stand up at the same time and say enough is enough, because it's an ongoing process of evolution. Everybody wake up at different times. All of our alarm clock is not set for the same time. Yeah, because the system is relying upon you to be ignorant of the system. And as long as you ignorant of the system, you 3/5 compromise, you a Dred Scott slave. And you can't put yourself in harm's way with the system and expect somebody to come out of the dark and know what's going on. Hold up, let me fix it. That's not compatible with common sense. It's not compatible with common sense. It don't work like that. See, the thing right now, we trying to get to the point where we receive and hold in due course of acreages of land in order for the family to resettle our tribal structures on and to restore the wealth back to the people. They stole it. We went and got that shit. Right? The White Hats military contingent then motherfucking swept the planet. America is surrounding Australia right now, about to raid them motherfuckers and root the son of a bitches out down there. So you got to catch up to what's going on. You got to pay attention. Oh, peep this. That's what I'm talking about. Peep that. That shit crack. Wait till I clean that motherfucker. Get the tarnish off the motherfucking That's my homeboy Carbon 333 be making those making that stuff. I finally had the opportunity to go and put this mug back together. So that's my shit right there. Yeah. I guess I had enough right in my mouth. Let me see if somebody else wants. Peace, God.
Oh wow. Hey, what's happening, bro? You my master teacher, man. And I rocks with you, man. Hey, you see, I'm with the shits. I'm with all the
Oh,
shit.
I'm all the way with that.
I'm with the shits, man. And they told me at my job, man, oh, it offended some people and you can't wear it and all this here stuff, man. So I'm about to sue
You know
their
what
ass.
you know what you should put on tomorrow? It's to say Black Guns Matter.
Black guns.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about
Hey,
the background chatter. Goddamn right. Black
well,
Guns
I was
Matter.
listening to you, bro. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to put this on here, man. And I got your face on there too, man. It's the right white lives matter because somebody got they patented or trademarked the white lives matter. Some old group, man. You know my talk sound funny,
Yeah,
but
some
look, check this out, bro. It's Manly P. Hall,
yeah.
Aleister Crowley, and who's that other dude? Oh, Frank
Franz
Young.
Bardone.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah,
Let me
these are
see
people you
again.
hit me up on, man. So I put them on. Of course, Kyle Rittenhouse, man, because their plan was to tear up all the black neighborhoods, man. That was the plan. So Kyle Rittenhouse, God sent him out or whatever, sent him out there, man, and he did his thing. Then they rethought that plan because it was 8,000 marches, 8,000 what they call the marches and stuff, and 570 of them was violent. But after he did his thing, one none of them violent. So Kyle Rittenhouse is an American hero. And then I got Omali Yeshitela on there. Look, man, he say African. Omali Yeshitela. They raided him before they raided Trump. He's actually doing the powernomics that I'm nervous, man.
Dr.
I'm sitting
Claude
up here talking
Anderson.
to my master teacher. God damn it. Hey, let me flow a little bit. But
I'm letting
Omali
you. I'm vibing with you.
yeah, Omali Yeshitela is actually doing the powernomics that Claude Anderson is talking about. He's been doing it for years, for over 50 years. So they raided him 10 days before they raided Trump. The Trump raid was to cover this up. It was a smoke screen because the FBI raided him pre-dawn on Molly Yesatella. So where he say African, I just say indigenous. You know what I'm saying? So I get that out the way, you know, because he mean the same thing. So he's hooking up with people all over the world.
We know that there's multiple terms used to describe us.
Yeah.
Right. And we know that it was deliberately done to confuse us as to who we were and whether we was from the Americas, from Europe, or from Africa.
Yes, sir.
We got a good Pan-African education thanks to Marcus Garvey, and the Africans told us, y'all native over there. We got a good Moorish education, and that told us that as part of the George Washington Challenge, the feathers versus the fezzes came to take our place. And we some feather-wearing motherfuckers, and we don't lose.
Oh, man. I don't know if you can see this, but I made some hoodies, right? But it's like a hoodie headdress. Put one on for you, man. I ain't trying to sell nothing, man. I ain't selling nothing. But
I don't care if you do.
You know, it's True Natives. That's the website, TrueNatives.com. I wrote the Declaration of Freedom. I'm the continuity of government, bruh. The boy, when Haiti do their thing, bruh, yeah, I'm here. I'm with all the shits. I can gangbang. You can't gangbang. I can, right? I'm with all the shits, and they don't want no problem. But let me show you something, man. Hold on a second.
So while you're doing that, I can tell you this part about Haiti. I'm about to do a documentary. It's going to be about an hour long. And then we're trying to get some time to air it on like Haitian TV or radio.
Mm-hmm.
So they can know to do the closing of the conjure to call the Sweetwater back.
Yeah. Hey, whenever they do, man, I'm on deck like a motherfucker. And Rob, I can do this shit in my sleep, in my death, in a jail cell, walking up the street whistling Dixie, man. You know, I heard the motherfucker like Pope. Ask the Pope what happened to his symbiont. Ask Pope, that motherfucker died where it was supposed to be. Got ripped out his motherfucking head, died, and hit the ground in a whole nother where he was supposed to be at. Wherever that
man,
was.
the Pope been dead about 4 years, man. You know that?
Yeah.
They been running holograms of this nigga. They got a robot. They take this motherfucker apart and slide him under the bed to do his appearances, man. I'm not bullshitting. I'm serious as a heart attack on a crippled old man with afibrillosis and motherfucking cardiomyosis. That motherfucker is for real a goner. He ain't even here.
Yeah.
That motherfucker been dead. He was the first deep fake before Creepy
before the
Joe.
Queen.
Before Creepy Joe.
Man, that nigga. Hey, look, they trying to tell us Ye is crazy and Joe Biden is a genius. And I just can't hear that. I don't even know if you can see.
Hey, look, I already put the receipts out there that Joe Biden got Alzheimer's, and it already was a big thing back in 2018. This shit ain't, man, look, this shit is the biggest dog and pony show you ever want to see.
Hey, Rod, check it out, man. Hey, I'm on the phone with my master teacher, Rod Hayes, y'all, you know. And goddamn it, I'm trying to show out and can't even do it right. But you see this here. You know, it's like these the feathers right here, right? Because it's a hoodie, and we made it into, you know, True Natives. That's my brand, True Natives, right? And then that's the hoodie. See, my sister hooked it up to where it could, goddamn it, you did.
Oh yeah, that shit crack.
You did. Yeah, right on, man. You know, but I'm on that. But with Omali Yesatella, hey, when he say African, I just say indigenous in those words. But he's actually doing the program. When he tried to do the doula centers, that's when they raided him. And then they're going to take it back to 2017. Russia's not even at war with America. They're allies on all forums. Russia and America is allies. You know that. So
America been funding Russia since the Bolshevik Revolution. What the fuck?
So they raided him talking about he was.
It's just the average everyday Joe don't know that shit. But the motherfuckers, all of the power players know that the Soviet Socialist Republic was the United States Soviet Republican motherfucking experiment to determine if that form of government would be functional. It's not functional. Everything they tried, nothing is properly functional without putting the motherfucking families together strong.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Mm-hmm.
can't control families strong together. So this is where the dilemma come in. They're trying to run government that controls the people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
But every
yeah.
time they try to run a government based on breaking the family up, the government implodes.
Man.
These dumb
Cause
motherfuckers, they keep riding this goddamn bike and the motherfucker tires ain't on the ground thinking they gonna make progress.
BLM was so bold, they came straight out with what you just said. They came straight out like, we gonna break up the nuclear family. And you know, Dane Calloway and everybody started getting on their ass. They took that off, you know. So I'm like, but they bold in a motherfucker. They like, you can kill your kids, you can goddamn it turn your boys into girls, and you better like it. Nigga, your family died, your ancestors died so you could vote Democrat, nigga. You know, I don't trust neither one. We taking over the land. I'm continuity government. I'm on that. And that's why I got this shit here. You know, I printed that out. God damn it. Continuity government right there. I'm on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which that, because see, my war strategies, I was in the Marine Corps, right? But yeah, all that. That's you. Yeah. You brought me to light all this shit and this one. But the war strategies go back in past lives and shit. Because I was in the Marines, but they ain't teach me no war strategies. But one thing we used to say in the Marine Corps was, what's your job, Marine? To cause hate and discontent. You understand? that's what we say. And now that shit coming to light, you know how we get out. But yeah, Ryan.
Simplify, motherfuckers.
Hey, simplify till we die. You know what I'm saying? But for my peoples, man. Because, hey, oh yeah, they came to you off that left bump, too, on some bullshit. You know, telling the truth to you off a left bump. You know, yeah. He's dedicated to his people. You know, yeah, he dedicated to his people. But who is his people? You know,
But
you know what I'm talking about.
They say that like that's something wrong.
They came to you off a left bump on a Big Mama frequency. You know, because who they gonna fuck with but you? You know, these motherfuckers put their sorcery, and who they gonna fuck with but Rod. So I want to put this on the public domain right now because I heard Thoth, and it came from you, say Reza had a chance to tell the truth. And soon after that, this motherfucker went on Drink Champs and said, God damn it, got on some baby killing shit. So blew that chance, you know, because Gaddafi gave $50,000 for each married couple, $5,000 for each birth. That's a birth incentive. This motherfucker went on there and said Gaddafi gave $5,000 for each married couple. So he X'd out the birth incentive. That's the baby killing shit. So you gave him a chance to tell the truth. They X'd that out. And you know what? Khadija Samdi got a whole lot of organic followers because I heard Tariq Bey and you talking. He said it got to be organic. And you know it came to you through Khadija. Khadija Samdi got a whole bunch of organic followers, matriarchs. More than Farrakhan wife. And
I wouldn't know
her husband name.
The women know better than I
Brother
know.
Panic. Her husband, Brother Panic, his name is Larry. Now, they don't want no parts of this continuity government. They ain't thinking about it, but I'm just saying that's something to look at. But Brother Panic, wife is named Khadijah. You know, so just say that, because who you looking in for the Moorish Temple, I did the motherfucking reverse engineering. That's Elijah. Elijah Muhammad, Elijah Poole, whatever. He was in the Marcus Garvey thing. That shit went there. Then he went to the Noble Drew Ali thing. That went to hell. And then he was awarded the nation. Who you looking for in that Noble Drew Ali thing? That secretary you looking for? That's Elijah, bro. According to my
Elijah,
reverse engineering. Now, somebody can
yeah,
prove me wrong.
there's one thing. What's one problem with that? Elijah don't advocate the use of nationality cards.
Mm, mm. What was his role when he was with the Moorish Science Team, when he was working for Noble Drew Ali? See, just find out that.
I
Because he
know what
worked.
his job was.
Okay. Better up. I ain't against no
I know
man.
what his job was when he was with Garvey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, when he was with Garvey, his name was Robert Black.
Mm-hmm.
When he was with Noble Drew Ali, his name was Robert Poole Bay. And that's where he met Fuad Abdul Wali Muhammad, a Sufi mystic.
Okay. Yeah, I be reaching, sometime.
Look, blatant contradiction.
Mm-hmm.
The black man is God, and Master Muhammad is Allah, and the white man is the devil.
Don't worship a white Jesus, worship a white God.
Listen to what I'm telling you. It's a
Don't eat
mirror
don't eat
flip.
pork, eat beef.
Listen
It's
to what
better. Go ahead.
it's a mirror flip
Mm-hmm.
to see Claire Muhammad. Claire Muhammad was the big mama, and she the one who gave the juice to Elijah. Only a woman can wake the mitochondrial up to make you give up all addictions. Can't no man do that. He's not physiologically capable. But he can wake your creative.
See myself, but okay.
Yeah, you starting to break up pretty
Okay.
bad.
That's
Yeah.
one more thing I want to tell you, Rod. The Etruscans. I don't even call them Dirty Moor, man. I just call them Etruscans, man. Cause whatever. But you know what the Dirty Moors did? They using your stuff. They trying to use your name to say, oh, see, it don't say you're a U.S. citizen with the nationality cards. They trying to say, it don't say you're a U.S. citizen. It say you're not a U.S. citizen. So I went back and looked at that Page Flowers, and you was together doing an interview. And oh, man, I see I'm a writer. And, man, that shit was some cold writing. That first sentence was cold. But at the end of it, it said you are not, and they are not a U.S. citizen. You see, so they showing people that and saying, yeah, Rob was saying that you a U.S. citizen. No, this ain't the one. See, it say you not a U.S. citizen. You know what I'm saying? But they took the earth right and the birthright first. It said natural born. That's the earth right. The person depicted on the reverse side of this card is a natural born. That's the earth right. National. That's the birthright. Turn them into a straw man. Turn the earth right and the birthright into a straw man. The person depicted on the reverse side of this card is a natural born national of the de jure United States of America. That's why they taking them to jail. And then they say de jure United States of
That's a
America.
blatant fraud. It's a blatant fraud on his face.
Yeah, it's telling them that the United States of America is de jure and it don't even exist. And then it say, and not a U.S. citizen. So see, what they saying is, because they hear you saying that the cards say
It's
that
right
you're
there on
a
the
U.S.
card. They can skip over. They can add the word "not" to it if they want to. But anybody can go on Google and look up the back of a nationality card and say the holder of this card is a U.S. citizen.
Mm-hmm. The one she read though, it said, the stuff I was saying, it
They
said,
say all that too. But
yeah.
right after you get that, where the signature go,
Mm-hmm.
right behind that, it say the holder of this card is a U.S. citizen.
so you talking about blatant contradiction? God damn, boy, they done took all the niggas' rights in
Look,
one
Paige,
sentence.
that's Sister Paige Flowers. She a goddess for real.
Mm-hmm.
She done went to war with them motherfuckers trying to prove her wrong, and then she just come get the shit. She get the receipts and she go check them motherfuckers out and bust them in the head with it. And now they don't, they back the fuck up off of it. Look,
Mm-hmm.
they know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't got to clean up the morgues. That's Angel Bay job
Yeah. Yeah.
and Prince Wakita.
But I just wanted to let you know that because they trying that shit. Because I go on
I don't
Clubhouse.
give a fuck what they do. Look, they don't got to take it up with me. They got to take that up with Chief of League Angel Bay and Prince Wakita.
Right.
Prince Wakita right now, it need to be getting on standby for his daddy's security force.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of that bullshit, they got the name of every dirty motherfucker at the motherfucking grand governing body. They know who they all is, and they got to turn all that shit over to Angel Bay.
That's what's
That's
I'm
his
in.
job. That's his house to clean up. I don't got nothing to do with that. I just had to tell y'all where the infiltration came in. Who
Man,
did
keep
it?
telling us. Keep telling us because we need the information. And it'd be a trip, like you say, people call you, hey man, I had a dream about a blue jay on my windowsill. And it's like, God damn. And you know that's how we feel as listeners, like, God damn, really. But then when you break it down, we still learn something from that too, man. So it's like, damn, man. You talking about Taj Tariq, but got the patience of a saint. It's like you got the patience of a saint, man. Because God
I
damn.
don't know. I hope I can be half as patient as Ties, for real. Cause he been doing this shit 50 years. I've been doing it 4. I'm ready to retire already.
So let's turn their paperwork into our paperwork. Just anything they talking
No,
about.
no, no.
No,
The paperwork is the problem. That's the paper chain.
that's what I'm saying.
Abandon
So
abandon the contract
yeah,
and use your oral tradition to override the paperwork.
but people ain't quitting their jobs though. It's just not happening right now. So we just replace their paperwork while we kicking them out and just say, okay, if it ain't this, is you see what I'm saying? You know,
It don't
this
work like that though.
it don't
It's
work
a
like
whole
that.
process, right? You got to look at it. We fighting a 100 arm octopus. Every time you knock one arm loose, another one arm grab on. So
Hey,
this is
go.
what's making it so difficult. People don't. The people that's scared to leave their job gonna be forced to leave in a minute anyway. Only thing gonna be healthcare might be the only thing a safe job to have.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I wrote the Declaration of Freedom in 2020, right? It was December 21st. They said some Saturn event was supposed to go down. 2020, it was December 21st, and like exactly 12 o'clock Central Time out in Chicago. And so I uploaded it to my website, right? And the next day, you know, the news was saying that the airports reported the most people exiting out of America, you know, on international flights. So, and this way it go. But you know, I need help with it and stuff like that. Because I said the first one, this is the first draft. We the people of the United States of America hereby declare the use of rape as a punishment in the name of law is henceforth deemed cruel and unusual and is prohibited in the United States of America. I ain't know no better then. I ain't know you then, Rod. So, you know, that's just them words. Any institution detaining humans must release and free all inmates and detainees if that institution has a history of rape. Such institutions are hereby shut down in the name of freedom. Any criminal court or other agency that has sentenced human beings to be detained inside of institutions having a history of rape is hereby shut down in the name of freedom. Rape culture in jails and prisons is purposely designed and intentionally encouraged. Thus, the jails and prisons of America that foster rape culture are hereby deemed to be slave camps. If such institutions claim they have made efforts to protect detainees from rape, but have been unable to protect them, then those institutions will immediately free and release all inmates and detainees and be shut down due to incompetence. Whosoever has an objection.
They already incompetent, and ain't nothing they can do to become competent.
Yeah,
First of all, think about this, man.
yeah,
Before motherfucking them some bitches came, we didn't have no prisons.
man.
Why we need prisons?
Because ain't no it's what you call recidivism. Recidivism is intentional.
Look, all crime is commercial. It's in a law.
Mhm.
If it's a commercial enterprise, they had to create crime. How do you create crime?
Shit, you just tell the people, hey, you commit crime or I'm gonna take you to jail. See, and that's the problem. Just like you said, because that's what's happening out here.
No, how do you create crime? Crime is a commercial enterprise. That means that it's a marketable subsidy.
Because all the big homies work for the feds out here. The ones giving these shorties guns.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you don't know what your enemy doing, you can't defend yourself. How if all law is commercial, I mean that it's an economic enterprise. What do you do in order to capitalize in a capitalist society off of a commodity called crime?
You be a criminal.
You got to create the criminal. How do you do it?
Well, what they're doing is see right now how they got it is out in these streets. They just say, nigga, I'll take you to jail or be a criminal. That's how they do it. All the big homies is working for the feds.
No. You ain't paying attention.
Okay.
The enemy already gonna create the crime because it's a commercial enterprise. Oh, okay. How do you create the fucking crime?
How do you create the crime? Well, shit, you just that 2D shit. You just say this is a crime and this is not. Is that where you coming from? Because I know the hospitals are selling cocaine, heroin, real simple. Legally.
Listen, it's real simple.
Okay.
You watch what people already do, then you write a law against it.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You watch what the people. Now you got to remember,
like the hemp gang. You know?
Remember, they invaders with a military agenda to conquer you. The only way to get you to comply is to label you as a criminal. If they label you as a criminal, that means you something to be bartered and traded, a slave. A commercial enterprise.
We got their ass now though, Rod. They ain't got no win. They weak as fuck. Like I said, I can do this shit in my sleep to the top heads.
Look, the inmates couldn't get their act together, right? But the inmates couldn't get their act together. A couple weeks ago, they had an opportunity to stand the fuck up.
That's all right. That's all right. We're going to get them out. We're going to get them out from this end.
Everybody ain't supposed to get out. Some of them niggas need to be dead.
That's okay. But it's some niggas that's out here that need to be in there on the higher up status. See,
we don't need no prisons. We need some guillotines cracking some heads.
Right, but you say we can't kill them because they'll be born back here, so that's our dilemma.
Some of them supposed to be.
Oh, so we got to go? Because I gangbang, right?
I gangbang too, but right now I'm brain banging and I'm trying to show you what you looking at. You seeing it, but you looking past the intent of the enemy to use this as a tool of oppression. You need to figure out how to turn that shit around. Use it as a tool to empower you because he used it to hold you down so long. You have to have a remedy to use that shit to your advantage. Everything that we do, they weaponize everything they allow us to do against us. And so, anything that we don't think was weaponized against, all you got to do is say what it is, and I tell you how it was.
Right. So like I said, we gonna collect the taxes. You know, it's a continuity of government. We in charge of our taxes now. But if you tell niggas that
we ain't supposed to have no taxes,
I understand it, but we kind of do, though. You see what I'm saying? So just to reverse,
you just changing the power structure in the same fucked up machine. Tear the machine down first.
Absolutely. I'm with the shits.
When you tear the machine down, the continuity of government is how do you maintain equilibrium in the people so they don't prematurely jump off a fucking bridge and kill themselves in panic.
And that's where I'm coming from, bro. If you hear me, that's where I'm coming from. We just slip them into it. Just say, okay, we do it at higher levels. Just say, okay, y'all collect the taxes. We gonna collect that now. And turn it into something else until it ain't no more. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying stay with that system because it's all about the matriarch. They love the kids. But since everybody don't want to quit their job, we can slip the niggas into it, you know, and not just everybody. We can slip them into it just by, okay, we doing that now. We gonna take over the police now.
How much is the national debt?
Shit, that's their business. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm asking for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even look at that.
This is the reason why. This is why we not gonna have no tax.
Right, it's just a game. They playing games with the people, and that's what they mind so fucked up. So let's just play with them just for a little while.
Fuck that game.
Fuck the game.
I'm showing you how to dismantle the game. Fuck that game. Right?
Okay.
They don't use what they threw at you to overcome. The national debt is the national debit on the flip. Close all treaties for non-performance. They never honored a single treaty. The only way they can keep the treaties open is they have to prove with the facts in the documents that they honored one treaty. All they can keep proving is that they never honored a treaty. That make the national debt become the debit on the flip. Because that's the money they've been levying against us.
Prove it to who? What platform we got to get them to prove it on? Because
it's already done.
Right.
We just trying to get the bottom grassroots to understand.
You got to play with them, Rod. I'm telling you, man, you got to play with them. Because they in the system.
What you think I'm doing? So you don't play the game. The game is dismantled. Yeah. I'm just telling everybody the game dismantled. And don't fall for the. Soon as they stop falling for the stage show, then we can get to the real motherfucking meat behind the motherfucking curtain.
Yeah, but that's how you can do it. Cause you know what? I'm the only nigga I seen that can wear a White Lives Matter shirt and go everywhere with it. You understand? I don't lose. You know, I don't lose no battles. You understand? But everybody else, they scared to wear this shit. My niece asked me for one. That made me proud. You know, but. Everybody else wear the motherfucker, man, and they get heated up, Jack. You know, but yeah, I go somewhere with this shit. So I'm just saying, we gotta trick them into. As long as they still in this system and getting IDs and doing all this, then just say
we
fuck
trying to get the tricks over with. We don't want no more trickery.
I know.
We want to wake motherfuckers. Listen, we trying to wake these motherfuckers up out of the slumber.
And how's that going?
It's going better than trying to keep them asleep. If you keep them asleep, you might as well go and let them die.
No, I ain't trying to keep them right. Okay, I hear you, but you know, we just coming on two different ways to do shit. I'm saying, fuck these niggas, we gonna take over. But niggas is too scared of that right now. So if I say, okay, well, we'll do this, we'll take over the police force.
Okay, stop. Let's talk about the takeover. What's the process?
The process is, okay, you police, you work for us, and now you got to start training youngsters. You can't have guns no more. The guns you got is with our tax dollars. The process is, okay.
It's a process. It's a process to taking over a government. Fuck the police. The police is minions in the government. They just the maintenance crew.
Exactly. They are people. But I'm saying, we'll give them raises, higher pay, but their new job is to train the youth to take their place. And they can go into media, doctors, whatever they want to do. It's not like let's go beat them up, because they work for us. You know what I'm saying? But it's just to redirect them.
Who do they work for? Who do they work for?
Well, they work for the organic indigenous people.
No, they don't work for us.
Now you're right about that, because you said
if they work for us, they would murder us wholesale.
It's worked out of brick. Right, but why they doing that, nigga?
Who do they work for?
Well, the Fraternal Order Police, now I got this from you, is headquartered in Britain. You know.
So. Okay, now watch this. They work for somebody in Britain, no matter what the fuck we tell them over here.
Yeah, but they can't beat us though.
It's chess. You trying to push some checker pieces down into a chess game. You gotta, when you talking about changing the system and taking over a government, you gotta change the power structure, not the band-aid on the cover. The police is irrelevant. They the same as gangbangers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They don't. Gangbangers is more legitimate than the police.
But it's just like the people need to see us doing something, and that's what the shorties better. Because look, when I tell the shorties in the streets, like, okay, this, that, and the third, they taking our money and outsource.
Only thing anybody need to see us do is building the families back up. Truthfully, that's the most powerful shit we can do. Taking our power back is to start calling members of the family, talking about, hey man, it's time for us to get back on our motherfucking family shit, because the families is the ones who claim the right to the land. If you don't have your family structured or at least on the way, it's just take you longer to get your shit.
Okay.
But we got to tribe the fuck back up. When it's okay to try to, figure out how to overthrow the system. But and once you understand that the system has already been overthrown.
It's been overthrown. This shit been gone.
All we trying to do right now is get the people to start putting families back together so we can start reclaiming our communities. But everybody want to talk about everybody trying to be some miraculous ass Jew motherfucker that didn't exist before Columbus came over here. That shit don't got nothing to do with us.
Hey, Rod, you know what? And that girl, I went putting my spiel in there because I also put some laws that BLM passed. California Assembly Bill 2223, where you can kill a baby in California after they 28 days old and consider it an abortion. That's that BLM shit. So I got that on this shirt too. Then I got fuck George Soros in the middle. Right. Damn, I don't know if you can see this. But they say, okay, California Assembly Bill 2223 right here. That say fuck that shit. Then I got fuck George Soros. Then I got fuck HR. And I know they laws don't mean nothing, right? But I'm just saying, but for the people.
You can't say they don't mean nothing because they enforcing them motherfuckers and we ain't doing nothing about it.
Hello. So I'm trying to wake people up. Now, HR 1209 is saying that shit, we could turn your boy into a girl and you can't say nothing about it in the schools. You just see what I'm saying? So I'm waking the people up at the same time. And you know what this white girl said? I'm so proud to be white right now. God.
Hey, listen. Once we done seen the niggas behind the scene, I'd be happy to be white too. If I was one of them motherfuckers, because they thought they was going to get wholesale slaughtered when we wake up if we don't figure this shit out the right way.
Oh, they done got the game fucked up. They done. Now, ain't nothing in my...
Them motherfuckers look, them motherfuckers love us, man. Look, we had to bring the friendly faces to overrun the motherfucking racists. The ones that they had blocking the institutions, keeping us out. Them friendly faces, them the motherfuckers love the shit out of us. And them the ones that couldn't wait for us to figure out that the motherfuckers look like us, but they ain't fucking us.
Man. So they already knew the business.
They've been telling us the whole time. Them motherfuckers been telling us the whole time.
Oh, when I show them that 500-year statue with a baby eating motherfucker Rod, oh man, they be like, what? Because now, that statue that you showed on Young Elder's page.
Yeah, that was an old more. That's why they got kicked out of Europe. That's
them niggas
in the public domain.
And they trying to make it legal right now so it comes back to play. I tell people, man, this is a 500-year-old statue. They played the red and the blue, and then you look at his belt, it's a vagina, and it look like a circumcised penis. You know what I'm saying? And they eating the babies. What the fuck is they doing now? The exact same thing 500 years later. Think it's time to go.
I keep saying that you can't miss them because they never stop following their pattern.
God damn, why they keep the statue up though? Why you let me see that, nigga? Why? Because nigga, y'all got to go now. The game, man, nigga. Yeah, game over with, Rod. I'm sorry, man, to keep y'all all day with this stuff, man. But hey, check out my website.
Cool. We enjoyed you stopping by and everything.
Check out that True Natives, TrueNatives.com, the Declaration of Freedom page.
I want to see that hoodie on there.
Yeah, you're gonna see all that stuff too, man. Yeah, I got hoodies on. It's different page. I got a Powernomics page, some good music and shit that's not
Hey,
sexual in
type it in
nature.
here so I can pin it up. Type it in the comments
TrueNatives.com.
so I
Okay.
can pin it up.
Yeah, got good music. I was gonna start a radio station. And but shit, I got caught up. TRUE. I don't know if they're gonna let me do it, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop you down.
Okay.
And all right. Okay, where is it at? Okay, as soon as I see it, I'm gonna throw my girl Queen D up in here. Queen D Love. Watch this energy, my sister get in here. What's up?
What's up, Brother Rod, Chief Rod?
What's going on, Fiddy? How you doing?
I'm good. You know, it was divine that you came on here tonight, and I saw the theme, and I was like, wow, because we just did an impromptu live with our brother Orlando, and he just came on telling us about the contracts and how you know, he go into these courts and giving us the language, right? Because he's letting us know, like, we shareholders in everything we participating in. So like this content that we creating, they owe us for this. When we signed up into these agreements with Instagram, with Facebook, we came in as partners. So it's a lot of information that we don't know within these contracts, right? And so he was just talking about how he has this affidavit on his page where we can serve all of these companies. You feel me? And get all our bread, like you said right now. So that's my question to you. You know what I mean? Because I hear what you saying as well. And that was what I was saying is what made our brother jump on, right? Because I was talking about the spiritual currency and the importance of the balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But then he also came on like, nah, but we also got to serve them because all this shit is illegal. So I want to know on the flip side, are we just abandoning this shit, or are we doing a class action lawsuit to serve them for all the fraud? You feel me?
Listen,
That's
the fraud.
really what I want to know.
The fraud cancels all contracts.
Right.
They automatically void the contract. All proceeds, the one who initiated the fraud, all proceeds from the fraud they have to surrender.
Right.
That's why I was explaining how the national debt becomes the national debit so that the people be relieved from the burden of taxes to rebuild the infrastructure when the imposters is ousted. Right? Because whoever they own that money to, we season that shit.
Right.
We season the whole company that's known as the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. And they work for the Vatican, so we seized that shit too. And we seized Buckingham Palace. All of they centers to triangulate into where they was at in Switzerland. Now they running the muck over there, running up in Switzerland, cleaning them out in Australia. Right? But if you can fuck these motherfuckers on their way out, give it to them hard. Right?
Right.
That's all I can say. If you find a way to fuck their ass, get them.
Right, because our brother, listen, he got this affidavit. He letting us know, like, nah, like they so mad at bruh, they won't even let bruh come into court. They only will fool with bruh on paper,
You
right?
got 30
Because
seconds, dealer.
okay, but much love to the tribe. You know, if you coming back, brother Rod, I'm about to come back and tap in with you for a couple more minutes.
I'm about to load back up, but I just had to let you know because we're gonna cut off in the middle of the conversation, and you was about to get revved up and going.
Look, you already know you be getting me fired up, Chief.